On the Pfaff Quilt Expression 4.2 sewing machine, you're going to love it for free motion quilting. And foot number 6A comes with this machine. So let's show you and walk you through the different steps for setting up for free motion quilting. Number one, make sure the IDT is disengaged, and you can put the foot on. It just clips right like a normal foot. Next, you want to lower the feed dogs down. That's done right here on the front of the machine. And now if you start to sew right now, you're going to notice that the foot comes all the way down on the fabric and doesn't let the fabric move. That's because you need to go into the settings and choose Sensormatic Free Motion. Touch OK, and you'll notice that there is now a new line that says Pivot Height. That's something that you can adjust. So if you have a really thick batting, you can actually adjust how high the foot is, so you can make it lower or higher as we go. So right now, let's see, we'll come on out here and we'll set it. So now it actually will nicely come on down to the fabric when we start to stitch. Now in your book, there are two other feet that are noted, the spring foot for free motion and the dynamic spring foot 6D down here at the bottom. You will find that those are more suited for some of your free motion quilting. So if this isn't doing the job for you, check out those feet at your local Pfaff store. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead, we'll take a few stitches, and you'll see that the foot kind of hovers. It bounces up when we're starting to stitch. So let's use the needle down feature. I'm going to just clip this little thread here. And then as I sew, you'll notice that that foot will kind of glide across the fabric. Now, if I want to slow this down or have some speed control or a little cruise control here, remember we can turn the speed function on. If we touch and hold it, we can find where that happy middle speed is for you. If that middle speed, about medium, is a nice speed, then that way you can kind of start to match your hand movement to the maximum speed, which right now my foot is all the way down on the foot control. Now before we get going too much further, one of the things we want to do is check our tension. Because I actually have a variegated thread in the needle and I have something totally different in my bobbin, I probably am going to need to adjust the tension. So sometimes, see right here, like where I can almost hear my fingernail coming across the top thread, it's that the bobbin thread is too tight. And so to fix that, we're going to go into the settings, arrow all the way back up to the thread tension. And don't be afraid of changing the tension. This is fairly normal when it comes to free motion. So it started off at 5.2. Let's go up to 6.2. I always go at least a whole number. If I really need some changes, I'll go ahead and do that even further. So what I'm looking for is that I'm not getting any bobbin thread up to the top. And when I flip this over, that I'm getting nice even stitches or looking stitches on the back side. So we'll just see where that is. Ooh, better. Still getting a little bit showing right here. So again, I might go ahead and increase that up a little bit further. But it's just that easy. Now, we will link to some of my favorite Craftsy classes in the YouTube description below this video. And click on those. Check out some of the classes I've taken for learning how to free motion quilt, and then you'll truly get the most out of your machine. So give free motion a try. Remember, this is not something that happens overnight. It does take practice, but at least now you know how to set up your machine and how to work with some of the tensions. And when you're done, don't forget to bring your feed dogs up and come back down here and turn the Sensormatic Free Motion option off.